Welcome to the Take with Tyson. Today we've got our guest Ronan. So this is your camera, bro.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. Bro, see, you were meant to say that.
Sorry, bro.
That's all right.
Doing my job.
No, I'm joking. Because you got your legs out and they're massive. It's all right. All right, so today we've got Ronan. He's the founder, owner of Cagecraft Fightwear. As you know, my name is Tyson. I'm a combat sports competitor, and I am the host of this podcast. And yeah, that's about it. Do you want to quickly just introduce yourself to the hundreds and thousands of people watching?
My name's Ronan. I'm the founder of Cagecraft. I'm 20 years old. I don't compete in MMA, but I do have a passion for training. So yeah.
All right, bro, sweet. So we'll get into we'll get into it. Like I said, bro, it's gonna be very raw. It's just gonna be like a conversation.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much for me, like, you know how it's gonna be. It's gonna be like I'm gonna be asking you questions because I'm interested in it.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
whatever pops up after that will pop up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I like
for sure.
to make this raw. We don't use no dummies around here.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right, so you're 20 years old. You've got Cagecraft. Tell us a little bit about that. What is that exactly? Is it like a street apparel brand? Is it like fight gear, like rashes, MMA shorts?
Yeah.
What is it?
So we actually do both. So it's fightwear and apparel. I started it back in February, and pretty much the way it came about is I started training in December properly, consistently, and I noticed in my gym that everyone's just wearing Engage or Venom. And I wanted to get some shorts, and shorts cost $100, $110. Same with a rash guard. So I told my mate, I'm like, because at the time I was also trying to get into business. I had a previous business before, and I was looking to get into a new one. So I was thinking, this would be a good business idea because firstly, like, they look good, the ones that were already out there, but it's nothing crazy. And then for $110, like, it's closing the amount of people that can, have access to good, high quality fightwear.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this seems like something I can do. So I chatted to my mate about it, and he was like, it's a good idea, but he wasn't interested in taking part because he's already got his own stuff.
So you're looking at getting a partner?
A partner, yeah.
Yeah, bro, we've engaged, bro. You know what I noticed about Engage? Engage were around from when I've started, like, many years ago.
Yeah.
I feel like they... No. Actually, I don't... Oh, fuck, bro. I'm just going to be very opinionated, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Go for it.
So with Engage, bro, like, I remember when my coach, Ash, was on the come up, and he was making literally his first fight in the UFC. As soon as he got signed, they went and made all these shorts for him, all these shirts. And I feel like then, obviously, like, he wasn't that successful in the UFC. They sort of dropped him. And then when Alex Volkanovski and Izzy came up, they started jumping on their bandwagon sort of thing. So I like their gear. It looks cool, but I feel like they're not really loyal to their
people that help them in the start.
Pretty much, yeah. And yeah, like, obviously, like, Izzy and Alex became world champions, so, like, their prices started going up. Because when I first started, it was Engage and Supplement Warfare. They were based in Adelaide. I don't know if you remember them.
I haven't heard of that one.
Yeah.
That's a fightwear brand.
You would have probably been 10 years old or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, you would have been 10 years ago.
Okay,
Yeah, they were a fightwear brand. They used to supply us with all their clothing. They supplied, like, do you know Raja Shippen?
Nah.
You sort of look like him a bit. Can you upload photos on this thing?
We can, yeah.
Bro, can you upload a photo of Raja Shippen?
You have to tell me how to spell this shit.
R-A-J-A
Yeah.
Shippen. Shippen. Bro, this guy, like, he used to train with us at Australian Top Team.
Okay,
Bro, where the fuck is this conversation going? Anyway, he used to train with us at Australian Top Team. He's trained with Conor McGregor. Like, he's got photos. He's done camps with Conor McGregor.
No way.
He's from America.
Right.
But, bro, yeah, you sort of look like him. But anyway, Supplement Warfare used
so
to,
was
like...
it his brand? Or?
No. They're from Adelaide, but they used to, like, send out their clothes to all of the boys. Even me, they would send out, but I think they, like, I'm not too sure what happened with the business. I think, like, I don't know, maybe I actually have no idea what happened to the business. They came, they were good, they looked mad, they had mad clothes, and then they just went away. So, Yeah, but anyway, that's my thing with Engage. But yeah, go on. Sorry.
Yeah.
Cuz, look at him. Look at him.
You reckon that looks like me?
It does a bit, yeah.
I'll
You
take
just
it.
need the face tap.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So he fought in Hex. I see.
He still fights on X, bro. The guy's a gun.
Oh, okay.
He did that crazy spinning elbow knockout. Shane, that one. Yeah, look at. Can you click on that? Oh, that's supplement warfare there. Are you able to play or not?
No, I don't think it's a video.
Oh, all right.
That's just
Yeah, get out then. Don't worry about that one. But can you get out of that one? See that? That
Yeah, the blue top.
yeah.
Yeah.
The blue top next to it. So that's supplement warfare there.
Right, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But they had mad clothes. They had like a 2-pack style All Eyes on Me with a cross.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was mad.
That sounds hectic.
Bro, I bought that and then I lost it. I don't know what happened to it.
Yeah, right.
Spewing.
Was it what, rash guard?
No, it was a shirt, like a
Oh,
fighting
shit, okay.
singlet.
Yeah, right.
It was a
okay.
singlet. It was mad. But anyway,
Yeah.
sorry, bro. Go on.
No, that's all right. Yeah, but with my brand, so most fightwear brands are just, with fighting, they make fighting clothes. I'm trying to do something a little bit more deep. So what I noticed when I came back to fighting,
Wait, sorry. Did you go to like a fashion school or something like that?
Nah, just all learn everything as I went.
Okay.
So I was already pretty very motivated to get into business when I started this.
So this is okay. So what's the drive behind it? Are you a creative mind or are you a business mind or are you both?
I'm both.
Okay,
Definitely
so
both.
tell us about your creative mind. Like
terms
how
of-
did you know? Like when you were growing up, did you used to draw? Did you used to like?
Yeah. When I was growing up, I've always been interested in fashion.
We can see you're
firstly.
creative with your hair.
Yeah, exactly. I'm always like, even
Everyone that comes on here except for Shane has put it, except for Shane and Azhar, has put it on me with the hair.
Oh, really?
Maddie had long Thor lock hair.
Yeah.
This guy's got fucking cornrows. Cornrows?
Yeah. But I've always been creative. I've always been into fashion as well. Even like growing up, drawing, stuff like that. I've always had like an eye for detail. So I felt like I could make pretty cool designs, know what people think is fresh, know what, doesn't look too good. And then the business mind, in the last year, I would say I've been very, very, very motivated and driven to have a successful business. I'm graduating uni this year.
Okay, what are you studying?
Commerce.
Commerce?
Yeah.
So you don't need like a fashion degree or something to...
Nah, not at all. To be honest, I'm gonna pursue this.
I like the blue on that.
Yeah. This is our fight team hoodie, Tiffany. But yeah, I designed this myself fully, manufactured it myself, did everything start to finish all on my own. I've actually got a hoodie for you as well. by
Oh,
the way.
sick. Yeah, we'll take
have a look
photo
later.
of it
Yeah. But the
Same
business,
as that one?
Nah, different one. This is the only
So I'm
one
not
I
a
had.
part of the fight team?
It's our core hoodie. It's arguably nicer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nice material.
I would have liked to be a part of the
The
fight, team.
Yeah, we'll be
It's all right,
restocking this
maybe next
when
time.
it gets cold.
Maybe a
again.
couple more wins.
But the fight team's actually it's about. So I have a fight team with the brand. We've got 5 fighters, 2 kickboxers, 3 MMA fighters.
Oh, no way. Like
Yeah.
you sponsor them.
We sponsor them
Oh, that's
right now.
mad.
So I'm actually just mates with them all. So the 3 MMA fighters is Lucas Cannon from Rival. So he's trains with Shane. Josh O'Brien.
Yeah, I know
same
Josh.
in Rival, and Shane.
Shane, Showtime.
Yeah, Showtime. So he's one of my fighters. And then 2 kickboxers. They're both amateurs. One's named Ali Sharad.
He trains with
Trains all over. With another Ali.
Ali Avatar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like good mates. And then Daniel Morris, who's training partner with Ali Sharad.
I don't know.
They're
that.
both very good.
I only
Very
know
high
the
level.
Ali guy because I've seen him in
The
Avatar
TikToks
snaps.
and stuff. Yeah.
No, not his TikToks. I've seen him on because obviously Ali Avatar trained with us at Australian top team.
Yeah.
I've seen him. I've seen that Ali guy. Like they've been training together.
Yeah,
So that's how I
exactly.
knew of him.
Yeah.
So you sponsoring them, like what does that entail? You just
So,
supply them with gear, or
I supply them with gear. So since it's a very new brand, obviously I don't have too much capital going into this. I did one release already for hoodies, and we did quite well.
yeah. Sorry, wait.
Yeah.
Sorry. Can one of you? Because I'm.
Do you want me to look at the camera?
No, don't look at the camera because I'm a bit dumb.
Yeah.
I need one of you to remind me to come back to this. First, can we go back to fuck, bro. The thought was right there. You said something
Section it
before.
up.
No. You said something before. I quickly wanted to touch on
Business
that.
and and
What
creative.
was it? Anyway, don't worry. Keep going with this.
Okay,
Keep going
yeah,
with
yeah.
this. All right.
So, anyways, the 5 fighters, I pretty much provide them with gear, and they wear the gear. They are in my content, so I take clips of them, tips and tricks. Most of this hasn't started yet because we're waiting on our first stock of our finalized gear. So we got 2 rash guard designs, 2 MMA shorts, and then we got a training t-shirt, 2 jerseys, which are like basketball style jerseys. We call them fight jerseys. And then 2 oversized tees, which are like pump covers, but also like going out t-shirts.
Okay.
So once those land, all the boys will get their gear. We'll start making daily content. So value content, which will be like tips and tricks, like, beginner sparring mistakes, stuff like that. And then we got like viral content. So it'll just be like very nice, like hectic looking content that, people would enjoy watching. So get views, not really to gain much conversions, but just for views and stuff. And then we have our conversion videos, which is like showing off the gear, like, 1 day left of this sale sort of thing. So that's what the boys will help me with. And then when they fight, I've got them all custom shorts or like K1 tight stuff like that. They'll wear that for their fights. So obviously it gives some credibility that, real fighters are wearing this brand. It's good quality stuff. So yeah, it's really good. They're helping me out. I'm helping them out. So it's giving me like a mad like boost, because now that I have 5 proper fighters waiting on their gear, committed to me, like trusting,
Okay, so what are you doing to select these fighters? Is it just...
This is just people I knew, the highest level people I could find that I'm friends with, like that train with me as well. Because they're...
So you're not looking for a specific type of fighter?
Not
like, you're not
necessarily.
looking like for someone that's been through like someone, for example, that's been through like trials and tribulations and now is becoming a fighter. You're not looking for someone that's like sort of silver spoon fed. You're just... Right now, it's like... any fighter, like anyone that you were close with that can pretty much make the brand authentic.
Exactly,
because they're fighters.
When I started, I actually didn't have like any place in this whole MMA scene. The first person I reached out to was Shane, and I said to Shane, because he posted a story saying,
"Why MMA?
What do you mean?
Like, why MMA gear? Why MMA like street apparel?"
So the reason I chose MMA, one, I've seen a lot of streetwear brands that, pop out for a couple months, then fail because they don't have a niche. 2, MMA is something I'm really passionate about. And 3, the whole message behind the brand. When I started training MMA in December properly, I started noticing a lot of mental changes with confidence, with discipline, with all these things that also led to business. So it made me realize, MMA is so much more than just a sport where you hit people.
100%.
It helps with so much stuff. And that's pretty much the message with the brand I'm trying to promote. And at the same time, I'm trying to use that message to help people that can benefit from it.
Yeah.
So for example, with the confidence aspect, I grew up always being really unconfident, always, feeling like less of a person. Even with like the race thing, like, right now it's almost a trend to bully Indians. And it always affected me growing up. And I was like, bro, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, but you don't even look it.
But still, yeah, exactly. Like people, even like you saying that I don't look it, is almost like, it's a bad thing to be Indian. But me getting into MMA, doing this business, becoming more confident in myself, it made me realize, like there's no changing what ethnicity you are. There's just being more confident. So when I, step into sparring, stuff like that, and I'm sparring with a guy who has 2, 3, 4 years of experience, and I've got like 2 months of experience, I just have to be confident in myself and, go with the flow, roll with the punches, and I'll always come out on top. I'm never going to come out, too sad, too hurt, anything like that. It's always, you always come out fine. You're never going to die. So...
Oh, you might.
You might, but...
there has been people that have, but...
Yeah, but...
No, I get what you mean, and to be honest, it's very similar to me. Like, when I first stepped... I've done boxing and stuff before MMA, but... Yeah. When I first stepped into, like, for example, for me, it was Australian top team, and we're preparing for a fight. The confidence, the mindset change is like, I completely relate to that, because it makes you feel like if I'm doing this, then I'm not. There's one thing that my coach Ash always used to say.
Yeah.
I'm not here to be average. And like if you're running your own business, if you're working, and then you've still got the time to put the work in on the mats, then you're not looking for an average lifestyle.
Exactly.
And I took that, and off the back of that, bro, like I just started feeling like I can accomplish anything I put my mind to.
Literally, that's exactly.
So I started my own businesses, like that related to me back at the time. Like, bro, like if you told me like I can't do this, I'll be like, fuck that, I can't do it, and watch me show you how I can do it.
Exactly. And
So I completely relate to that, bro.
exactly. And it does root from, the things fighting teaches you mentally and physically. Because you will notice when you step into a fighting gym, there's going to be either someone who dedicates all their time into becoming the best fighter and wants to pursue that as a career, or you have another person who's so focused on self-improvement that they're also lifting weights, they're also working as hard as possible in their job, and they're fighting because they're just trying to max out every aspect of themselves.
Yeah.
So that's why I felt
And
like,
that's one thing. That's one thing with fighting as well. Like, not really with weights. God, I don't know too much about weights and stuff, but with fighting, you would know. You're like, when you're like when you're drilling certain things, you're always drilling from an uncomfortable position.
exactly.
So like it makes you comfortable in the uncomfortable, which is like
Exactly.
a massive tool to use in the outside world.
Exactly. So what I say is, when you're training and putting yourself through that, when it comes to fighting, putting through that uncomfortable situation, you're pretty much just simulating what life may throw at you at any given moment. So, in life, like let's say you're facing some hardship, whatever it may be, drilling those things where you're uncomfortable. Sometimes when you're drilling, I'm sure you can relate to this. You start thinking, I'd rather be anywhere but here right now. I'm so uncomfortable. I'm getting choked. I'm getting punched. I'm getting, kicked. So,
To be honest, I sort of like it. It excites me. You know what I hate? When I'm cutting weight and I have to go through all of that shit. But if I'm like fueled up, like if I'm eating and I'm not cutting weight, I actually enjoy it. I like it. Like it makes you feel alive.
Exactly. Yeah. And that affects your mental in a different way. It sort of motivates you, sort of thing. So it can affect everyone mentally in many different ways. There's actually like a bunch of different ways that I relate mental strength and mental health to my brand and fighting. Our slogan is fight for more. And honestly, depending on the way you look at it, it can mean so many things. So to me,
why the name Cagecraft?
Cagecraft, I just came up with that name just because it sort of
'cause
ties
you're
in
crafty?
with fighting. It's not even. It's just Cagecraft. Cage. You're in the cage,
And you work in your craft.
The craft is the craft of fighting. So that's where the name came from. But yeah, our
And
slogan,
that's your logo
this
there
isn't
on the
our
right?
logo. Oh
No.
yeah, on the there. That's our logo. We have a couple logos. So that's like our emblem logo, and then that's our our actual logo. But our slogan is fight for
Fight
more.
for more, yeah.
Yeah. So to me, what that meant at the time when I came up with that is pretty much fighting for more means that you don't want to settle for an average life. So the way I fight for more is that I could go to uni and get a job and whatever, but I want to do something bigger than that. Not that that's not big. For some people, that's what they want to do. And, I can completely respect that. That is big as well. But for me, I want to make a brand that people can inspire people. I want to leave something for the next generation that can make them think, wow, like I can do something like this too. So for me, that's what fighting for more means. But for someone else, like a fighter, they might think, I fight because this is what I love to do. This is what I want to make a career. So I'm fighting for more. I'm not just fighting to, punch someone. To me, it's my life. It's what I want to do. So there's so many different meanings behind that. So that's where the slogan comes from and how it sort of ties in with the mental strength, the mental, aspect of training.
Yeah. So you started it in February?
In February, yeah.
So have you released anything yet?
I've released, so we did a bit over 100 hoodies in our first release. And now
And they're all sold out?
sold out, yeah.
So where are you selling them? Just online?
Just online. So I started off with word of mouth. So at
Have
Rival,
you tried to reach out to MMA Factory?
Not yet, because I haven't got enough stock yet to start something like that. But I will get.
The
into
owner's a mate
retail.
of mine, so I can get you in contact.
Really, that would be amazing because that's definitely
I
something.
want 50%, but
Yeah, done. But yeah, where our next release is our October release. I brought some of the gear which I can show you as well.
so how are you designing them?
I designed it myself. So
On a website or
Photoshop.
something? Okay.
Yeah. So when I was
So like, are you like making them here? Like, I don't know what's
so
it
I
called,
have
printing?
Yeah, sort of. So I have a manufacturer over in China. I have
Okay.
5. I work with 5.
How'd you find them?
factories.
Did you go to China?
I didn't go to China. I was planning to go to China because I ordered so many rounds of samples and they were never right because
And apparently they cost you
they
money
cost
as
a
well,
lot.
eh?
They cost so much money. They cost like double to triple of what the normal
The actual
price would
thing
be.
is,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah? Why?
So it's because for them to set up the production line to create something of your design, of your specifications and stuff, it's going to cost them more to make one piece than if they were to make a lot, you know what I mean? So they can't just make one and then give it to you. Their profit will be so low, but if they're making you like 100 pieces, then, it brings them some good business in. So the sample will cost more, and then usually what they'll do is when you order the bulk, they'll minus the sample cost. So it pretty much just is like if you order bulk with us, you can get your money back. But
Yeah,
if
yeah.
not, but yeah. So what ended up happening? I ordered so many samples, and they were always
Different
factories,
designs,
factories.
or same
yeah,
design but different companies.
both. So I did like some other designs to just suss it out, but now we've locked in 2 designs for the rash guards and 2 designs for the shorts, and then our next release we'll do 2 again, so 2 designs for each. But yeah, there was always an issue, with the waistband. The rash guard had like issues when it came in contact with Velcro, so I ended up spending a lot of money on samples. But now I've finally got down to the perfect, shorts and rash guard and t-shirts. So now I've ordered the bulk stock. We're just waiting on that. We're gonna run our ad campaigns.
So how are you gonna separate between the street apparel releases to the like
the
gear,
fighting stuff.
the fighting gear release?
So even the apparel is still, for fighters in a sense. So the ones who want to support the message, support the brand, a fighter will still wear like, a fighting related t-shirt. Most of my business has come from family, friends, people supporting, people from the gym, like even people I don't know from the gym are just supporting, which is great. But yeah, the way we're going to separate to new clients, especially, is what our main goal is right now, is get into the niche of fighting, because people overlook having a niche. They start a clothing brand, they want everyone to be able to wear it, but then it just gets lost in, the marketing. But
Yeah, you need to have a niche.
you need to have
But
a niche.
what I'm saying is, like, how are you gonna do? Are you gonna release them all like bang? Here's everything.
So right now we're
Or-
doing an October summer collection. So it's all pretty much summer clothes that you can wear in summer. So we got 2
for going out and for training.
both, yeah, both.
Okay,
So
yeah,
it's
I get
mixed
ya.
in. Once we have the stuff, we're gonna tease a bunch of like what's coming out to like build the hype. We're gonna do as many like partnerships with influencers that we can get our hands on. Stuff like that. Obviously the content value driven, so people will just see the name Cagecraft on like TikTok, Instagram, and be like, oh yeah, like I followed them because they taught me how to do combos, they taught me how to do defense when
So
I'm
you're gonna
training.
be doing like technique of the week and stuff
yeah,
like that.
stuff like that, because brands overlook that. They think all you need to post is refined, 4K shots of your shirt laying perfectly, looking perfect and stuff like that. But you can post real content of like, the come up of the brand, how to do this, how to do that, value
Is that
stuff.
what you've been doing already?
Yeah, I've been posting it as much as I can. Obviously without the gear it's a bit more difficult, but we do have a little bit of the samples that we were able to
No, but I've been seeing you.
so we do
Yeah,
like
yeah. You
technique
see the
videos.
pull up challenge. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
who does your social media yourself.
Me, I do it all. Everything, literally start to finish, is all me. I have mates who help out with like,
Who's this
some
guy that
camera.
got the gold in the grappling industries?
that's Lucas. So that's one of my fighters as well.
Oh, okay.
He's very, very active as well. He's
What weight is he?
he fought. His last fight was at lightweight, but he did.
Fuck, he looks massive for
Yeah,
lightweight.
he was fighting in featherweight actually,
Bro,
but
he looks massive. Maybe it's a photo.
yeah, his opponent pulled out. He is pretty big, like muscular wise. And he just picked up a fight for I think the 20th of September
What show?
showdown.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Fuck, that's mad, bro. So you do all of this yourself?
Yeah, all of it's me. All the edits, all the
How
photos.
on Cameo?
No,
Oh, you
I
don't
do.
want to reveal your secrets?
No. I do. I do.
I'm here.
So the photos
I'm
are on.
making him expose every part of his business.
Nah, so the photos I do on Photoshop, and then I do CapCut for the videos.
See, I don't know how to use Photoshop. You
I-
don't use Cameo?
Nah, I use Photoshop.
You don't like it?
The reason I know how to use Photoshop decently well,
From school.
no, isn't even from school. Back in the day, I used to make video game like videos where I'd like do gameplay, Fortnite, Call of
Piss
Duty.
off.
Yeah, and then I would.
Well, you made your own video game.
No, not make the video game.
Oh.
I'd make videos of me playing the game, and then the thumbnails and like the YouTube channel art and stuff. I would download like templates, and I would edit the template, but then I would sort of tweak it, and I would learn like what each tool does, and eventually, yeah, now.
Oh, you got Jaden as well.
I did a video with Jaden, yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Just I ran into him at a fight event, and we did a video. I gave him a rash guard.
Yeah, mad.
Yeah,
Oh, that's hectic, bro. Jaden's a brother. He's a good guy.
yeah.
Bro, this is mad.
So
Bro, that Lucas guy is huge. Is he pro?
he's pro. I think he's 1-1. He might be 1-0. But he won his last fight, first round. It was against someone from Lions Den.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he subbed him first round because he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
No way.
Yeah, black belt. He's cracking.
Well, he got his black belt on the Shane.
No,
like in
I don't
UFC
think so.
gym?
No, I don't think so. I think
Somewhere
he got it
else?
elsewhere. Yeah, he trains MMA and like he does jiu-jitsu as well at Rival, but I think he has like a jiu-jitsu only gym.
Oh yeah,
But he's
where?
very good. I'm not too sure. I think it's somewhere in the hills though.
Oh, Sydney West, Southwest
Could
martial
be.
arts?
It might be. I'm not too familiar.
Apparently
with-
they're really good. There's a couple of the boys from ATT that started going there.
Yeah, I've seen a couple people from there. I got someone who bought some gear who trains there as well.
Yeah, mad.
Yeah.
So what's you told me like a little bit. There's like a mental health aspect to the
Yeah.
brand as well. So
Yeah.
what is that? Is that like just to try and change, like help it? Like what is that? What is
Yeah,
that?
so there's two aspects of it. So one is to inspire and one is to give others the opportunity. So when it comes to inspiring,
How are you giving them an opportunity?
so I'll explain inspiring first. So the way we inspire is just through our content. We're going to start posting like motivational content, obviously the training tips on how it can help your mental health, stuff like that.
Who's giving these tips?
Me and the fighters. So the fighters I have, the 5 of them, I'm going to do like a batch record with them maybe once every fortnight where I get like 5 to 10 videos worth of content in one day.
See, this is where I mean, like, when I was tying it in with how are you selecting your fighters?
Yeah,
Are
yeah.
you selecting your fighters based on people that have overcome mental health?
Not necessarily,
issues?
but I am lucky because the boys that I have picked are very mindset driven. So
Okay.
even the boys, before I got into this whole thing, I would see on their stories, they would post quotes. They're quite religious themselves as well, which also sort of ties in with, the direction you want to take with life, which
Yeah.
obviously is tied with your mental health, your mental strength, stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it did work out, which is good.
So like with mental health, you mean more of a mindset thing?
A
It's not like
mindset
mental
thing?
health, like depression and stuff.
Also that though. So another thing, so the way I will give others the opportunity, the way I want to grow my brand, I want to have one of those brands that people are proud to wear. So when it comes to like, let's say a celebrity, if I were to give a celebrity, our jersey or our shirt or something, they would be happy to post it because what we do in return, when our brand grows, what I want to do is partner with a organization. So for example, there's one called Headspace. My mum used to work there.
Yeah,
And it's
heard
pretty
of
much
them.
for youth who face mental health,
Yeah.
but they don't really have anyone to go to. So they go to somewhere like that.
Yeah, yeah.
What I'm looking to do is obviously through the brand growing, I would get, a rash guard, a pair of shorts, and I would
Collab with them.
collab with them to get a kid who's sort of having maybe confidence issues or maybe issues that sort of we believe training could help with. Because training's not something that a therapist would recommend. A therapist would recommend the kid, sort of, this is your problem. It's okay to be sad. But what I believe is it is okay to be sad, but it's also, there's always opportunity to work on yourself because there's never any harm in bettering yourself. So I would partner with Rival Gym or any gym, but Rival is the one I work closest with. So Rival Gym, Cagecraft obviously will provide the gear, and a company like Headspace that can, identify the kid that needs the help.
Okay, now I get it. So like doing like a little, for example, like
Yeah.
a free boot camp for
Exactly.
kids with mental health issues
Yeah.
to come into Rival
Exactly.
Gym.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I
And
get it.
there
I
they'll-
thought you meant like a collab, like a
Merch?
rash guard with like your
Mm-hmm.
like what's that symbol? The smaller one
Which
on,
one?
on your left hand.
This one? Yeah.
What do you call that? Emblem logo.
Yeah, emblem logo.
Yeah, so your emblem logo and like for example a slash and then a Headspace emblem logo,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a smiley face. That's what I thought
So-
you meant by collab. But your idea's very, very good,
Yeah,
man.
we do have something similar to what you're saying coming up. So I was planning a sort of documentary style short video called Path to Purpose, where we pretty much get 5 of these kids, give them one lesson a week with Shane, and we have a videographer team that will document that. And at the start of it, we'll ask them questions like, what do you find challenging in life? They may say, when I try something new, I'm always scared and I don't want to do it. Or, I'm scared to try something, anything like that, any regular life problems they may face. And then towards the end or even in between, after they get their lessons, we may ask them, what did you learn from trying kickboxing? And they may say, I couldn't do the combat at the start, but, Shane kept showing me, I kept trying, and I learned that if I just keep trying something, I can be good at it. Or someone will say, okay, when we did sparring, I was really nervous. I got, knocked down and I thought like falling over would hurt a lot, but I got right back up and I was, more into it. So those sort of mental benefits, we want to showcase how beneficial they are and how prominent they are in training martial arts sort of thing.
Bro, that's a very good idea.
Yeah, so we're working with a
Have
team.
you started that already?
Not yet. But we're coming into that. It's just obviously the brand
Is that going to be with Headspace?
we're still looking into things like that. I was also looking into a company called Youth Off the Streets, but
I think I've heard of.
yeah,
But I think they've been around from when I was a kid. Bro.
yeah, they've been around for a while. So both the way I sort of got the idea for these two places is my mum donates to Youth Off the Streets, and my mum worked for Headspace, and
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
very emotional about this sort of stuff. And growing up, obviously, like I wouldn't say I was depressed, and I didn't really have any sort of mental issues. I'm very blessed to say that. I always have been quite happy. But when it comes to like things that, you know, may bother me, confidence issues, stuff like that, it makes me realize how it can affect people on a bigger scale, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And as soon as I got into fighting, I became so confident, even in the way I speak to people, even in the way I carry myself, stuff like that. So
Yeah, see, like, I don't, confidence, I've never really had an issue with that just because I don't really give a fuck about what anyone
Yeah.
thinks about me. But, like, I've always battled with anxiety and, yeah, like, I've battled with a couple of mental health issues. So, bro, like, if you can, and especially, like, with youth these days, I feel like if you put them all in the gym, I've said this when I was a guest on a podcast once. MMA is a sport where if you put any youth into it, unless their kids cracked, like not cracked, like
yeah, just
I don't mean any harm, like
Yeah.
I don't want to offend anyone. I mean like cracked, like this kid is just born to be bad. Unless the kid's born to be bad, then they will learn from it. Like
exactly.
there's soccer and rugby league and tennis and all these other sports. They don't make you that, like, for example, kids BJJ. I don't know if you watch the classes, but I used to come early to my gym, hit the bag, watch the classes.
Yeah.
No other sport is going to teach you to bow
Yeah,
and
exactly.
respect and be quiet when
Yeah.
when your like we call a black belt professor, when your professor's talking to you. Like no other
Yeah.
sport teaches you that discipline.
Exactly. Yeah,
So
I
if
actually did taekwondo to a black belt when I was young, and jiu-jitsu for a couple years. I lived overseas in the Philippines, so that's where the fighting sort of like passion came from. I used to like go to the UFC fights back then when I was like 10 years old. So being around all that, like you said, the discipline. Taekwondo is very big on the discipline and on like the tenets and stuff like that. So yeah, exactly.
I don't know. So they make you bow and stuff.
They
as
make
well,
you
so-
bow.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
all
know
respect about the
taekwondo.
coach. You know,
Yeah.
it's all about discipline. That's like the biggest aspect. That's honestly why my mum put me in taekwondo, because of the discipline aspect.
Oh,
So,
1,000,000%, bro. And I
Yeah.
feel like if a lot more kids were doing it, bro, like you'd see, like I'm not saying street violence will go down completely, but I think you may see a difference because,
100%.
bro, the minute I started fighting, or like fighting, training
Yeah.
to fight, whatever. The minute I joined an MMA gym, bro, I couldn't give a fuck what. Obviously, you'd still get angry and stuff.
Yeah,
like we're humans at the end of the day, but like, bro, like these days now, I would rather, apart from that story I said about my shit takedown, I would rather get paid to fight than like prove myself on the street. I couldn't give a fuck
100%.
about proving myself.
Yeah, I feel like most people that get into martial arts, before that they may think, oh yeah, I gotta fight this guy to prove something.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
once they start training, you have nothing to prove.
Yeah,
Because you also realize the difference of knowing how to fight and not knowing.
yeah.
And you know, it's people think just because, you know, they may be big or speak tough that they know how to fight. Especially like Eshays and stuff like that. You know, they always have something to prove, but they've never fought in their life. So
Yeah. Imagine we have like a whole bunch of essays running after us now. He said it, not me, guys.
I mean, you know,
No. It's I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. That's why I hate going into like conventional gyms, because all these big bodybuilders walking around
Yeah.
acting all angry because they're juiced up with testosterone, but like would put them in a rear naked choke,
exactly,
easy.
yeah.
But anyway, that's where we're going. We're drifting far beyond what we're talking about here. So what's the goal? What's the vision with the brand?
So the goal is obviously to make this, you know, one of, or if not the biggest martial arts brand in Australia. Obviously, it engages big competition, but I feel like with
Is there anyone else apart from Engage these days?
like when I started out, all I saw in the gym was Engage, Venom.
Venom, that's
Now
right.
that I've been doing my research, there are a few other competitors, but no one is really putting themselves out there.
Bro, you know, sorry that you're talking. When I
Yeah.
first like I'm talking about 2008.
Mm-hmm.
When I first got into like watching UFC and shit like that, there was this website called MMA Warehouse, and you would get all your shirts. This is back when like all the fighters would only wear tap out.
Yeah, tap out was
shit
big.
like that.
Yeah.
Bro, I would go to MMA Warehouse and buy all these fucking mad like clothes, like Silver Star,
Yeah.
Affliction, all these mad brands. But I don't think they got it anymore.
Tap out hasn't been around for a while, but I still see it floating around. But I don't think they're doing much business.
No. Even
Yeah.
like, but like the street apparel side of things,
Yeah.
like what, bro? Your vision is like these guys were doing it as well. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah. So like, I would say Google like Silver Star,
Okay,
bro.
yeah.
They had mad shirts. But I don't know if they had fighting gear or not. I don't know,
Right.
but yeah, Silver Star Affliction had fighting gear
Yeah.
and going out shirts. But there was heaps.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's always good to, research into competitors, take in all the good inspiration from each one, add it to in your own way. But yeah,
So you're gonna come
Right.
out with gloves and stuff, or just gear like clothes?
we'll get to the gloves later on, but the more things I release, the more expensive it is because you got to get a whole size run, you got to get a whole stock, you got to sample it all. But with each release we do, we pretty much double our volume. So we did the first release, we did 100 hoodies. Now I've ordered almost, over 250 pieces of clothing.
And are you getting pre-orders to help pay for that? Or?
Pretty much, yeah. So with the jerseys right now, that's the only thing I have on the website for pre-order because I got lucky enough where the sample on the first try was perfect. So I pretty much got all the content with the samples, ran a pre-order for a couple weeks. The pre-orders pretty much paid for all the stock. So now when the stock comes, I'm not going out of pocket too much. And then we sell the remaining. So it does help to do pre-orders.
Well, if you need finance, I know a guy.
Oh, really?
Me.
Well, I'm pretty much doing this all on my own. When I first got a job,
So you're not working?
I am working. Working.
What do you do?
I work at Rebel. But before I worked in for 4 months only or 3 months only, I worked in a hearing aid factory. Cochlear, the hearing implants.
No.
So it's a hearing implant. Pretty much it helps.
So you were one of those guys in the shopping center saying free hearing test?
No. I was in a factory. It's literally a factory where you have tweezers, microscope, hazmat suit sort of thing.
No way.
Yeah, doing that, but it paid crazy. And because I was doing that and working at Rebel, I was working 6 days a week. So I saved up a lot of money because I wasn't going out And then once I was done with this job, because it honestly drove me insane.
Bro, that would.
It drove me insane. So once I finished that, I told my mom I'm going to resign. I'll stay at Rebel. I had all this money and I told my mom, she's like, what are you going to do with it? I said, I'm going to throw it into stocks. I researched about stocks for the next year, learned what to invest in.
What stocks did you invest in?
At the time, I did Qantas. And now it's done very well since then. I did Tesla, done very well. I did a lot of crypto as well. So I don't know if you've heard of XRP.
Yeah.
But one of my mates from work, told me to invest in XRP when it was 50 cents.
Oh,
Now it's
wow.
like $5.
Yeah, it's $5.
So I made a good amount
Apparently
of that.
that might shoot up to $10.
Yeah, I've been holding on. I haven't let go of any of this. I'm lucky
Yeah.
that I haven't actually pulled out any of my stocks or crypto to invest into this business. But I told my mom all this money that I've made, I'm going to do something great with it. I'm going to start a business and I'm just going to hang on to it until I need it. And for a year or two, I didn't know what I wanted to do with the money. So it just sat there. It's still sitting there. But now that I know what I want to do, if it ever came down to, I got to pull out all of this to invest into business, I'm happy to do that. Because business makes you money, but investing grows your money. So
Yeah.
I got to make that money first. And then we'll think about growing it.
Yeah. Oh, bro, fuck, I'm so dumb, bro. This episode is brought to you by, we're sponsored by Crowix ISG. Can you put it here?
You edit this whole thing, right? Like chop it
Nah.
up. Nah?
Nah,
So go straight on the YouTube like
it's
this?
all raw, cuz.
Really?
Told you. Why? What do you want to edit?
No. I was just wondering.
It's better like this. It's a general conversation,
Yeah, fair enough.
That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I think anyway.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be polished. I'm not a polished
Yeah,
guy.
right.
Crowix ISG as well. And what I wanted to say as well, I'm fighting October 3rd in Melbourne. I've got a couple sponsors for that, but I won't mention them. I'll forget them. I'll chuck a Matty. But October 3rd, if you're from Melbourne, if you're watching and you're from Melbourne and you want to come down, reach out to us. You can message us on Instagram, The Take with Tyson. You can message me on Instagram, Tyson_ATT, or TikTok, Tyson_ATT. So that's October 3rd, Melbourne. Come watch me knock somebody out. And Croix ISG, thank you for sponsoring the podcast. Yeah, so sorry, I forgot to do that at the
No
start.
worries, man.
Yeah, so you did that. Investing grows your money. I
Yeah.
agree with that completely, bro. I had some really good shares. I donated in like donated. I fucking bought into I don't know, like 10 of them. I forgot them all now, but
Yeah.
there was a cracker one that was making me heaps of money. Kogan.
Kogan, yeah. They're a good
Kogan.com.au.
company. Really, I haven't looked at their stock ever, but they're a good
Bro,
company.
that's blown up for me.
Really?
I got them because I think they were like $5, but then I know nothing about stocks. I just fucking
yeah.
whatever. But I seen the graph and I seen that they were at $25.
Yeah.
My bro, these guys, like, if they've reached that before, they can reach that again.
Yeah, so in the
So
past they were high.
Yeah, I
Okay.
pumped the money into it and they started
Went
going
back
up again. Yeah.
they do good business. I always see their ads. I always see good offers. So I'm sure they'll be doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
So you've got your next release.
Coming October. So I'm waiting on the stock. We're going to run our ads and then, yeah. We do organic ads though for now. When we need
Oh, you
the
don't
help,
do paid promo?
when we need the help for paid promos, we'll get into that. But I'd rather spend money with like...
So you grew your Instagram to what it is now organically.
Organically, yeah. If you take a look, so what I started doing when I figured out that I wanted to do this brand, I had nothing to show
Can
because...
you upload his Instagram here or it doesn't come up?
So I didn't want to, I didn't have any clothes or anything to show first. So what I did, I went on TikTok and I found clips of people talking about motivation tied with MMA. And I screen recorded them and I reposted them. I deleted all the ones that flopped, but that got me a good amount of followers.
Oh, bro, this is cracker.
What?
They build your Ultimate
Yeah,
Fighter,
so I've been-
36,000.
Yeah.
But see how shit it is?
So that one got...
36,000, but then like, bro, how many followers you got from that?
barely any.
You know?
I got,
It's because
it got
people...
2 million views on that.
Yeah, but people like they'll comment on that, but they won't care about the page itself.
Exactly. I gained...
That showed someone's mad.
Yeah. So I got a
Oh, I'll
designer.
put that on my vlog. I put this photo on my vlog.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I was talking about Shane.
Yeah.
Yeah, got on TV now.
Oh yeah, mad. So what did you mean? Is this touchscreen?
No.
Oh. We do printers as well, you know, just in case you want to enhance. We can make this touchscreen. But yeah, what were you talking about?
Yeah, so I did... So if you scroll all the way, actually, you have to go to the real side. But what I was doing was just reposting like content from TikTok and stuff like that where MMA fighters were talking about mental health and just motivational videos. And that grew me to a good like couple thousand followers, or a good 1,000 followers, sorry. And then obviously that one that you just showed me, the build your own MMA fighter, that got me 200 followers. I did another one of that
Bro,
exact format.
your promo is like your editing.
Yeah, so this is all
It's
me,
crazy.
Photoshop. All the the thumbnails is me on Photoshop. But yeah, so down there is all the videos that I just got off TikTok.
Yeah, John Jones. I
Yeah.
love him. He's my
So
favorite
they're just
fighter.
motivational. Yeah, me too.
Him and Ilya.
John Jones is definitely my favorite fighter as well. But yeah, all of this just reposted content, got me good amount of followers, and then from there I posted on my main personal Instagram, hey everyone, I've started this business. Please show some love and support, and then gained a good amount of followers as well. And then the consistent posting, you know, got around to the gym, stuff like that. I went to fighting events, collabed with, you know, Samurai Fight Series.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
I
yeah.
did a collabed post with them. Got me
Are
a
they
few-
Sydney based?
Yeah,
They
Sydney,
are,
in
right, yeah.
Marrickville. So it happened on Saturday.
Alan Philpott is their matchmaker,
Yeah.
isn't he?
And then they got a guy called Francis, who's pretty big in the fight scene as well, who I spoke to about doing some other business opportunity with Samurai.
Yeah,
So
man.
yeah, I'm looking into that
So
as well.
sort of like how Eternal has their own. So you
Sponsor, sort of. So I offered him that, but he told me that they aren't really looking for anything like that. But what he did offer, because I pointed out, you know how the smaller promotions in Australia, their posters aren't very aesthetic. I offered to him, I'll remake your posters, all this. You don't have to pay me anything.
just put Cage Craft
Just
on the
just
poster?
put it on it. And he was like, if you want to do that, you can do it,
That's
and
a
I'll
good
post
idea.
it. So I'm working on that for the next one.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, hopefully that comes nicely. But yeah, it's just about getting my name out there. My first step is in Sydney, obviously, and then we move to the national scale, and then we move to the global scale. But I'm taking it, you know, nice and slow. Some people overlook their actual circle of people, but me, I'm targeting that the most because word of mouth, everyone's fighting these days. That's gonna be the biggest factor for growth for me.
Yeah, no, 100%, bro.
Yeah.
We're pretty much done. We'll wrap it up. Right before we wrap it up, is there anything that we missed out on or didn't speak on today that you want to quickly mention?
Not really.
Anything regarding the brand?
With the way we're doing the fight wear, I actually grabbed the sample that I have here. So with the fight wear, I'll grab it all actually. So what we're doing is each design. So we've got the two designs. Each design represents a skill pretty much in MMA, or even a mental skill. So this one here. So you can take a look at the rash guard. It's called Grace in Battle. So they have a little quote on the bottom. So what it pretty much states is,
in the chaos of combat, grace becomes your greatest weapon. This piece honors those who move with poise, strike with precision, carry calm in. Yeah, this is mad.
yeah. So we've got
Smells nice as well.
yeah, we got Grace in Battle, which is that
I
one.
like the
and then-
font. The font's mad.
Yeah, and then we got Wings of Endurance, which obviously is for.
Oh, sorry. Wait, is this? That's the back.
No. You were showing the back. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the
front.
back,
The
yeah.
front we changed. So this is a
is the
sample.
front. This is mad, bro.
Yeah, so I worked hard to get like the best quality and
It's
still,
actually really good quality, and it'll fit tight on you as well.
yeah.
Where
And
are you
we're-
getting it from?
They're from
China?
China. Yeah,
Wow.
and I'm keeping the prices relatively low.
How,
so-
yeah, so you said you said engage your fucking shit cunts. They're too expensive, and we're going to war with them. So let me putting words
pretty
in
much
his mouth.
all fight
No, but how
brands.
much? So what's your price range?
I'm looking at setting our rash guards and MMA shorts both at $65. So I wanted to make them 50 when I first
Bro,
started
that's
the brand.
really really good quality for that. Like
Yeah,
that cheap.
exactly. I'm cutting my margins because I'd rather give more people the opportunity to wear it rather than, only have a few people who are able to afford it. Because a lot of kids train at my gym. Most of the people who are, coming up to me saying, bro, I can't wait to buy your gear, they're kids. And, I don't want them to spend $110 on a rash guard just to support me. So
Yeah.
60
Because fighting is a very expensive sport.
and
bro.
yeah, you go through rash guards quickly. Like, you got to wash them every single time you use them. Otherwise, you're going to get the skin infections and whatnot. They stink.
Stuff in there, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I wanted to price that. And since, people who train jiu-jitsu and stuff need a lot of rash guards, then it's a good business to be in, sort of thing. So yeah, and then these are our shorts, except this is from a different manufacturer. The sample that I got, the final one, I gave it to one of the boys who was fighting on Saturday to wear. But this is an unreleased design. We'll
Built
re-release
for
this.
Olympus.
Yeah, so this is an old sample. This is an old design, but we're going to re-release it later on.
Yeah, that's nice.
But yeah, so we changed a few things. The waistband's a little bit different on the new one. We
Yeah,
put
that's
it.
nice. Even the inside's really nice.
Yeah, so I got the anti-slip.
That's mad.
So you have experience with like Engage gear and other
Bro,
big brands?
after engaged,
Oh,
after what I seen, what they did with
your coach?
thing, like not
Right.
my coach, like it's not like he cared or anything, but like I just and plus like Australian top team had like a bit of back and forth with City Kickboxing, so like the minute Engage started jumping on Izzy's DICK,
yeah.
I didn't want to wear them no
Yeah,
more at
fair
all.
enough.
Like I don't wear zero Engage.
Okay.
I
What
wear
about other
Venom.
fight? Yeah. So how do you think? Just based, what would you say?
So like I wear Venom for the Rashi, but then
Yeah.
like that I wore that years ago. Like Australian top team, we had our own gear.
Yeah, I've seen
So
that.
we used to just buy like we used to get a, I think from a guy in Thailand.
Yeah.
But the last Rashi that we got was that thick,
Yeah. Okay.
and that was probably the best Rashi I've ever rolled in.
Yeah. Okay.
The other ones were sort of thinner material.
I've had some samples come like that.
Yeah,
and
but
they're
the thick ones I like it because I don't know why I feel like. Are you gonna do short sleeve and long sleeve or just
eventually,
short sleeve?
right now we only have short sleeve, but
Okay.
eventually we'll get to the long sleeve.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like it gives you a different sort of like groove or
Yeah.
like I
It
don't know,
feels
like
nice to train in.
Yeah.
'Cause I also believe in, you look good, you feel good, and you train good. Like even when I have a fresh haircut and I'm like sparring or some shit, I'll be like, okay, I feel better, like just based on having a haircut. Even in the gym, bro. like,
100%.
you get a pump, you look at yourself. If you have a dusty haircut, you're not gonna want to train as hard.
Yeah, hard.
So with having fresh gear, I do believe that it'll make someone train harder. This is also our basketball jersey. We call it fight jersey, but it's based on an NBA jersey. But See, this is even better. I work at Rebel, and this is better quality than an NBA jersey itself.
Yeah, and how much would this be?
This one's $79.95. So
Yeah, I like it.
yeah, I priced it as well as I can. To me, it's still a little bit more on the premium pricing side.
It is,
but that
yeah.
was the best. That was the best we could do for this quality.
But there's also inflation and shit like that.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
I would never cut quality just to, make something cheaper or make money for myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to take the middle ground every time.
Yeah, no, 100%,
Yeah.
bro. Look, it was a pleasure having you on, bro.
Thank you so
Learning
much
more
for
about
having me.
you and your business, bro. Wish
Thank
you all
you.
the best. I feel like you've got really, really good ideas, and I feel like you're the type of person that's going to go out there and actually implement them.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
you're not just saying it
Yeah.
and then sitting on it. Like I feel like you're hungry, bro. So like I can't wait to see this blow up, man. You
Thank
deserve it. But guys, thank you so much for watching The Take. If you haven't already, like, share, subscribe to the podcast. I need to say this at the start, because no one watches this right to the end. Probably they do. If you do, you're a real one. You're a sick kind of like ya. But yeah, if you listen to this and you took something from it, share it to a friend that you think will enjoy it as well. We'll see you guys on the next one.